right, well, now we're back the following day and our bowl is out of the kiln. And Raina is kind of hiding behind Donna there, but I think she's going to help a little bit with the glazing phase. So Donna, why don't you tell us what you're going to do next?
Okay, what I did is I took some wax and I put it around the rim because that saves the bottom of the bowl from getting the drips of the glaze. Because if they drip to the bottom and it's on the kiln shelf, then the bowl sticks to the kiln. So that's a problem. So I've put my wax on the rim here, and that's going to prevent any drips from coming down.
Okay. And then as far as the glaze, what's the plan for that?
I'm looking to get a greenish tone. So I'm going to put two different glazes on. The first one I'm putting on is called Emerald Falls. And I'm going to put that on as my base. And when you put on the glaze, you usually do 3 coats of each. So I'm going to do 3 coats of emerald glaze. But as I put 1 coat on, I have to wait till it dries completely. Then I put my second coat, wait till it dries, 3rd coat, and then I go to my second glaze. My second glaze will be a textured turquoise. And that's going to be the glaze that goes over the top. So I'm looking for a greenish blue color, mostly green is what I'm hoping for. So that's my plan.
How long does it take for each coat of that glaze to dry, more or less?
The first one doesn't take any more than maybe 5 minutes because the bowl is very, very dry. So it soaks up the first coat. The second coat takes a little longer. 3rd coat takes a little longer. Then when you start putting on your second glaze, that takes even longer because now it's not porous anymore. So
okay, well, we will check back in when you have the glaze on.
Okay.
And then the next phase is for it to go to a final fire, and
back
then
in the kiln.
I think it'll be done.
It'll be done.
Yeah. All right.
Cross your fingers.
Yeah, that's right. Great. And then we just measured the bowl also for the shrinkage, and it was really not very much, was it?
No, the height remained the same. It was 9 centimeters, but I lost an inch. It's 18 centimeters now. It was 19 before. I lost an inch in the top.
Or a centimeter. A centimeter.
A centimeter, rather. And I think it's because the top is not attached, so therefore it has a little more wiggle room in the kiln. But that's one thing, you never know what's going to happen in the kiln, and you just cross your fingers and hope that it comes out looking like it did when it went in.
Yeah, there have been some issues with these yarn bowls. They're great, hardly anyone makes them, but one of the issues has been that they will bend forward, usually it seems, right there where you have your split for the yarn.
Yes.
That one bent very, very little.
Right.
And really could be considered to be part of the design because it'd be easy to slip a piece of yarn in or out of that. But yeah, it's really interesting that that just happens. Donna's changed the design and all kinds of things to try to work around that. And that's probably one of the better ones that you've gotten.
Yeah. It's difficult once you start cutting this. The clay is so brittle that as you get up towards the top here, it cracks and the whole thing falls off. So what I've done is I do my cut, but I leave the top intact for a while. And then when it starts to dry just a little, then I cut my top.
Oh,
and
okay.
That stops from losing a larger chunk.
Okay. All right. Yeah, anything that cuts into the integrity, I mean, it's just going to change the way that clay at the edge behaves as opposed to the rest of it. So, all right. Well, there we go. So we'll check in a little while and see what's going on. And we're getting close to our finished product, so it's getting exciting. Let's see if Raina wants to say anything. Do you want to say anything, Raina? I think, she's at the door, so we all know what that means. Better hop to it. Okay, so we have the bowl all glazed now. It's been 2 days it's taken to put all of that glaze on there. There are how many coats, Donna?
6 coats.
6 coats of glaze all together. It's 2 different colors. And right now it's kind of a minty green, but
you can see some of the darker shade.
Oh yeah, there we go. There's the two colors.
Contrast.
Yeah. So it's going to be a much darker color though when it comes out of the kiln, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so now you're preparing it to go into the kiln for the final time.
Right. And you have to make sure that all of the glaze is off the very bottom so that you don't have any spillover onto the kiln floor.
Right. And so that was why she put wax along the bottom. I don't know if we showed that step or not.
No, it was just a clear coat of wax. And that's why this is coming off so easily. Because when glaze dries, it drips. And that's what makes all of the color differences. And so as it drips, it can touch the bottom and it would be molded to the kiln floor. And you'd have to get a grinding wheel to get it off.
Okay, that doesn't sound like fun.
No. Okay.
Slow down production here.
Okay.
All right. So, do you have an example of something that you think the color is going to look like when it comes out?
I think it's going to be somewhat that color.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I can see that though.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And you see how the glaze drips.
Right.
So.
Right. Exactly. Wow.
Okay.
A lot of things. Those are the little things that you have to know, and that can really ruin your day if you don't know. Okay. Just like any craft, you know, there's little ins and outs.
Alrighty.
All right. Step around here. So this is going to be pretty much an all-day firing.
Yep.
And it's going to go again to 2300, or is it a different temperature?
It's going to go about to 2300. Yeah, about 2300.
Okay. So I expect about
8 hours.
Yes, I was going to say 6 to 8 hours at least, right? But when it comes out, it will be finished. There's nothing else to be done at that point. We'll have the finished piece. All right. Well, we'll let you take care of that part. And we'll check back in when... All right, there we go. We'll check back in when we can open the kiln and take out our finished bowl. All right, so we're back at the studio. This is the final part of this video and about our bowl. So the bowl was removed from the kiln yesterday, late in the evening, and now the kiln's all fired up again with something else. So let's take a look and see how our bowl came out. Tell us about it, Donna.
This is our yarn bowl. It went from 3 pounds of clay to 2 1/4 pounds. That takes out all of the moisture. Came out really good, no dripping, which is good. You see how that does kind of drip at the bottom, and so that's why you want to keep a little surface that's free of everything so that it doesn't get onto the kiln shelf.
Right.
But the glaze came out good. The first glaze on this type of clay didn't really take well. You can see it's streaky, but it gives a good appearance, you know.
Yeah.
So, yep. And that's the inside.
Very nice.
You never know how it's going to come out until it's out of the kiln. As I said the other time, I was hoping for a greenish, more green, but you can see that the green did come through a little, but not as much as I wanted to.
Yeah, I like the green and the blue together, though.
Yeah.
I
They're
do.
good contrast. They're
Okay.
good contrast.
Yeah, let's get a good look at it. So, yeah, it only shrunk down by, what then, about
3/4 of an inch.
of
a pound.
3/4 of a pound. Yep, and then 1 centimeter across the top. That's really not too bad at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the height remained the same, 9 centimeters.
Right. Well, it is really, really beautiful. I really like the way you, like when you look through here, you know, you have the green around the edge, and then when you look through there, you can see the blue and the green on the inside, and the way that the top has a nice green coat to it. And I like the shininess of it.
Yes, yes. It's very glossy.
So it's like a glossier glaze, maybe.
Yep, yep.
Wow. Yep. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Well, thank you, Donna, and thank you everyone for watching. And yeah, everybody have a great day. Go and do something creative. Take care.